As I mentioned, this booklet is what the beginner is learning in terms of Arabic grammar. But then we're talking about a beginner who speaks the Arabic language, right? So now we are doing Bab al-I'rab, al-I'rab. Al-I'rab. He says, al-I'rabu هو تغيير أواخر الكلم لاختلاف العوامل الداخلة عليها لفظا أو تقديرا. الإعراب. 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 الإعراب هو تغيير أواخر الكلم. هو تغيير أواخر الكلم. Okay. الإعراب. الإعراب. So this will define to us what is al-i'rab. So we leave this word al-i'rab. Let's go through the definition. Actually, this is part of it. It says it is huwa, it, and in Arabic there is the is here which you do not see. Huwa means it, but then here it means it is. But in Arabic there is no verb to be that you have to use all the time, right? Taghyir. Taghyir means change. The word taghyir means change, right? This is a good word to know. You know, there is a lot of change that's happening, especially in the Muslim world now, right? A lot of movement, a lot of changing of stuff, right? تغيير. تغيير. إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. Truly, Allah does not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. غير يغير تغييرا. تغيير, right? تغيير. تغيير means change, right? Change. So it is the change. Change what? أواخر. أواخر. This is a word in the plural. The mufrad, the singular, is آخر. آخر. Right? And this أواخر is something known to you, inshallah. Let someone remind me of a word, something, a phrase that has أواخر. We are used to it every year, we say it. And you hear it in the khutbahs and أواخر, أواخر, أواخر. Here the word shows up here. Let's test يعني those.
Give me more hints so I can.
If I give you a hint,
then it's the answer.
Then it's خلاص the answer.
I remember when we Sheikh Sheikh when he came to teach us أواخر أحاديث.
آخر دوام.
Well, mashallah, well, that one, thank you for reminding me of that. Because you guys, most of you, you got ijaza in those books. You got the certification in that book. Remember the hadith? Al-awa'il wal-awakhir al-makkiyah. Right? You remember Sheikh Akram, he granted you certification. You are mujazin, all of you have ijaza now. Right? Men and women. And people even from the internet, I think they got ijaza too. Right? Al-awa'il and awakhir. Awa'il is the plural of awwal. Awakhir is the plural of akhir. But there is something else. Every year in Ramadan we speak about Al-Ashr al-Awakhir min Ramadan. Did you forget this? Al-Ashr al-Awakhir. The last 10 of the month of Ramadan. Some of you take time off of work every year العشر الأواخر. So to be attending those عشر أواخر from Ramadan. That word is أواخر, the plural of آخر. Right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala هو الأول والآخر. He is the first and he is the last subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? He is أول ليس قبله شيء, there is nothing before him. He is آخر ليس بعده شيء, nothing is after him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So أول and آخر, right? The plural is أوائل and أواخر, right? طيب. So the change, it is the change to the أواخر, to the last, to the endings. The endings of what? Al-Kalim. Al-Kalim. Al-Kalim is a plural also. Kalim, the plural of Kalima. Right? We were doing a book that is titled what? Al-Wabil al-Sayyib. Min al-Kalim al-Tayyib. Here is the word Al-Kalim. All of these words you should know actually. Right? Al-Kalim al-Tayyib. إليه يصعد الكلم الطيب, as in the Quran. He took the title of his book عليه رحمة الله Imam Ibn al-Qayyim from his book, from the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as in the Quran, إليه يصعد الكلم الطيب, unto him ascends the good, the pure words. Kalim, words, right? Al-Kalim al-Tayyib. Al-Kalim. So Al-I'rab is the change that happens to the last or the endings of the words. لاختلاف العوامل الداخلة عليها لفظا أو تقديرا. كلم, words, right? I hope you are writing. Last in the plural, endings. Here we are talking about the endings. The last of the words. The last part of the word. So changes that happens to the last part of the word. Right? Why? He's explaining why this change is happening. لاختلاف العوامل الداخلة عليها لفظا أو تقديرا. طيب. الاختلاف, you have لام and you have اختلاف. Okay. The lam here is lam, what they call because of. So it's the change happening to the endings of the words because of اختلاف. اختلاف, mashallah, we know that word, right? اختلاف. اختلاف, differences, right? اختلاف. Because of that different عوامل. عوامل, now this word is a plural also. The singular is عامل, right? عامل, right? Comes from عمل, to work, to labor, to do things, to perform. أني لا أضيع عمل عامل منكم, right? The action or the action done by a doer amongst you, right? يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. So عمل يعمل فهو عامل. عامل is like worker, laborer, employee. That's how it's being used. Here now is عامل is talking about something that will have an effect, an agent that will bring some effect, right? لاختلاف العوامل. So this change that happens to the endings of the words, it is happening because of the different causes, different agents, right? Different things that cause a change. They cause the different things that الداخلة, the different factors. I'm going to use factor for this, right? Although you know where it came from, right? Factor, element. Agent is maybe one of the words that we can use. Different agents. Agents bringing change, that is. That's why I'm using the word agent here, right? Because of the different agents. الداخلة, you have داخل, دخل, يدخل, فهو داخل. And those agents entering upon, entering. الداخلة عليها, 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 upon them. Them here, this ha here, ha, upon them is referring to al-kalim, to the words. So you have words and you have different agents entering on them, and those different agents entering on these words or upon these words, it makes them change their endings. It makes them change their endings. Now these agents, right, they cause a change happening to the word, like let's say رجل, the word رجل, right? And he uses examples from the Quran. قال رجل, قال رجل, قال رجل, as an example. قال رجل, a man said. قال رجل, right? This رجل is the word. The ending letter of this word is the lam. رجل. You have it here now. قال رجل, right? A man said. قال رجل. The same word أتقتلون, أتقتلون رجلا, أتقتلون, are you going to kill رجلا, a man? See, the word رجل was رجل, and now it changed to رجلا. أتقتلون رجلا. أكان للناس عجبا أن أوحينا إلى رجل. Now رجل. See, it was lun, and then lin. So this change that happened to the endings of the words, because of the different agents, the different factors entering upon the word, right, is called i'rab. Right? That is i'rab. These changes that happen here, because of the different factors entering upon the word, they cause these changes happening there, and that is what the linguists or the people of grammar, that's what they call al-i'rab. That's what they call al-i'rab. Now he says لفظا أو تقديرا. لفظا أو تقديرا. لفظ, you already know this word. الكلام هو اللفظ المركب المفيد بالوضع. You remember the word لفظ. What is the word لفظ? We use the word pronouncement for it, right? So this change that happened to the endings of the word, it's either happens in wording, in pronouncement, like now we said رجل, then we said رجلا, and then we said رجل. This is a change that you can hear, right, in pronouncement. When I pronounce it, I pronounce رجل, then رجلا, then رجل. So now you can hear this. You can hear this. So it's either happening in pronouncement. So these changes, you can hear those changes pronounced, right? Pronounced. In pronouncement, right? Or, أو, the word أو means or. Or, تقديرا. تقديرا now is used as opposed to لفظا, right? So here, pronouncement, so this change could be pronounced or could be unpronounced, right? So the word تقدير here, now I remind you of the word قدر, right? قدر, right? You believe in the qadr, all of you, right? That's one of the articles of faith. Qadr, the linguistic word, the linguistic meaning of the word is to pre-measure, to estimate, right? Pre-measure. You know, when you want to, like if you go to, if you make your thobe in a tailor shop, right? They don't do that much here. Well, you can do with the kurtas and all of that. You can go and make you one right here. But usually in the Gulf countries, they make those thobes, although they are ready-made, you can buy them, but most of them love to make their own at the tailor shop. This is how they do it. So when you go, he will take your measurements. He will pre-measure, right? In order to make it, right? And this is the linguistic meaning. You figure out, you measure, you try to estimate what you need to do, right? This is the original meaning of the qadr, the word qadr or qadr, right? Taqdir, right? It's a pre-measurement, right? And this is actually in the aqidah part that we believe. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pre-planned everything, pre-measured it, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made everything before he created the heavens and the earth, right? So the word qadr and taqdir now, what they mean by it here is the opposite of pronouncement here now. It's something that is estimated although you don't see it. How? What do they mean? You see how rajulun, rajulin, there are words you cannot see those changes happening. But although you do not see them, you do not hear them in pronouncement, you figure that they are there. You estimate them to be there. You pre-measure, you look at them as if they are there, although you do not hear them. So whether they are pronounced or they are not pronounced, those changes that are happening to the endings of the words, because of the different factors entering upon them, right? These changes are happening whether they are pronounced or they are unpronounced. They are hidden from you. They are estimated there, right? Like the word al-fata. See? Al-fata. Right? Al-fata means the youth person, the male youth, right? Fata, the word fata. So if we say, like we said there, قال رجل, and that one is from the Quran, but here is not. So we say قال, but we use the same thing. قال فتى, right? Or قال الفتى. قال الفتى or قال فتى. فتى, right? So he said. So now you don't see where is the dhamma here. Supposed to have like rajulun, right? But you cannot, because this fata ends with this alif maqsoor. So you cannot say قال what fatayu. You cannot say that in Arabic. You say ataqtuluna fatan. So actually, if you are pronouncing it, let's remove this alif lam, so it's the same. You say قال فتى, أتقتلون فتى, right? And I don't want to use أوحينا, but I'll use إلى فتى, right? فتى. See here the word فتى, because it ends with an alif, you cannot put a dhamma, you cannot put a kasra, you cannot put a fatha on it, right? But then the agents are there. The agents bringing change, they are there. The same agents there. So here qala, the fata, the youth male, he is the one who's saying. So according to the grammar of the Arabs, right, this has to be in a state what they call rafa, which the sign of it in this case is the two dhamma here, right? So this fata should have two dhamma, but then you don't see it, you don't hear it. Are you going to kill a youth, a male youth? It should be rajulan, like this. So it has, right? But then this is just for us using it. Now, ila fatan, again, it's staying the same, always the same, right? It should have a kasra now, ila rajulin, like that. Ila fata, it should be with a kasra too. You don't see it. But the agent, which is ila, this is called harf jar, a preposition. This is what made rajulin be having these kasrat. But here it cannot, it's not working on fatan. Because of the structure of the word, you cannot pronounce it as such. Right? So those changes are there, either in pronouncement like rajulun, rajulan, rajulin, or unpronounced or estimated. Estimated. It's like they are there, you don't see them, you don't hear them, but they are embedded there. Let's use like they embed those like they embed those, you know, media guys, you know, with the soldiers and all of that. It's embedded there, right? Although you don't see it, you don't hear it. Okay? Right? So this is the case with all of this story now is called al-i'rab in Arabic. Right? So al-i'rab is the change that happens to the endings of the words, the Arabic words, because of the different factors, because of the different agents, right, that enter upon these words, whether those changes that are happening are pronounced or they are embedded, right, or unpronounced or estimated. Okay?
So then it means pronounced kala fatah. If I want to say the word kala fatah,
yes.
that means the dhamma kasra is there.
Yes, but you don't see it.
You say it, then don't hear it.
Yes.
Grammatically, that
same
is there. Okay.
يعني this now, قال رجل, قال is a verb in the past, which is having a fatha here, مبني على الفتح. You have رجل is the subject, the doer of the state, the talking, right? And the subject in the Arabic language is always in the state of rafa. So it should have a dhamma or two dhammat, or it will have other signs that we will know about them later. Now this one, قال فتى, same thing. We say قال is a verb having this fatha on it, ماضي مبني على الفتح. فتى is the subject, right? And it is in the same situation as this, مرفوع. And the sign of it being that is a dhamma that is embedded, that is estimated. يعني you don't see the dhamma, you see two fathat, but it is estimated there. And what prevented this dhamma from showing up is inability to make it, inability to pronounce it. There is no there is no in Arabic language alif mad that has two dhammat on it. You cannot say that, not in the Arabic language, right? So this is the case.
You make the I'rab in Arabic, please.
نعم.
Make the I'rab in Arabic so we can hear you.
The Arab in Arabic, huh? MashaAllah. I like your questions. طيب.
In that word they have, it ends with alif. Is that any other word? Some is also
Yes, there are other words that are also like this. For instance, it ends with a ya, for instance. Right? So this one is, you are unable to say it.
That means,
But if it was al-qadi, the judge, right? So in Arabic you don't say قال القاضي, right? You see قال القاضي. This is now you are, يعني, you can say it. This one you cannot say fatun or fatayun. Or you can't say fatun. It doesn't work. You are unable to say it. But if the word was al-qadi, which means the judge, قال القاضي, right? The judge said, you can put the dhamma on it, but then it will be قال القاضي, right? So if the qadi, his name was Abdulmonem, then you say قال القاضي Abdulmonem. Yeah, this you is very heavy. ثقل, they call it. Heavy to be pronounced. So they say قال القاضي محمد, قال القاضي علي, قال القاضي عياض, right? Like this, right? Why? Because you are able to say that dhamma there, but then is going to be very heavy on the tongue and on the mouth to pronounce. So when this happens, the Arabs, they just drop things, right, to make the word easier to be said. So this is now al-i'rab, right? This is al-i'rab. Al-i'rab is this now.
So you say thiqan? Thiqan is it an Arabic word?
What is it?
Thiqan?
Thiqal, thiqal.
Thiqan?
Thiqal, yes.
Means heavy?
Heavy, yes.
Wow.
Thiqal.
That's like in English. So the English word comes from thick.
That one is thick. Thick is thick.
Yeah.
Thick,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This one is thiqal, heaviness, right? Thiqal, right? Heaviness.
one more thing is like the alif, ya, and also waw have the same, can pronounce if it ends with waw.
It depends. It depends. Yani there are different situations. For now, we are concerned with
This one.
the very little words that we are using here. Inshallah, I was able to remind you of some of these words. And some of these words are even important to know, right? So, تغيير, أواخر, يعني those things that, we should be familiar with. دخل and داخل, right? لفظ, word that is pronounced. تقدير, to estimate, to pre-measure, right? تقدير, right? So those words are there. So يعني this change that happens to the endings of the word because of the different agents, different factors affecting these words, whether they affect them in terms of pronouncement or they affect them in a way that will not change their pronouncement, right? But then that change is estimated there. This, the Arabs, they call it al-i'rab. This thing, the Arab, they call that al-i'rab. So I hope this was very informative and I hope it's beneficial, right? But I'm sure some of you who are more advanced than the others, they will benefit much more. But then, as I said, if you want, we can, I don't know where to find this here, but if you want, we can photocopy this for you. Let's see, what do you have?
Stop.
This is a very nice thing that he printed here, right? This is يعني will make it even more interesting. That is more challenging, I mean. Because this is now just words that is turned into poetry form, right? So it says الإعراب تغيير أواخر الكلم تقديرا أو لفظا فذا الحد اغتنم. Right? MashaAllah, what we did is one line of poetry. الإعراب تغيير أواخر الكلم is the change of the endings of the words. تقديرا أو لفظا, in estimation or in pronouncement. فذا الحد اغتنم. This definition, you take it as a benefit. Seize that as a benefit. That's it. I'rab is the change of the endings of the words in pronouncement or in estimation. That's it. So it's either estimated or it is actually happening to the pronouncement. You can hear bon, bin, ban, the change is there, or the change is there but you do not hear it, you do not see it, but you consider it, you estimate it to be there, right? And those changes, again, they are happening because of the different agents. Now, next time, inshallah, I'rab has types. So we are going to do the different types of al-i'rab. There are 4 types of i'rab. There are 4 there are 4 types of i'rab.
I understood this part one.
Right?
I don't know.
طيب, alhamdulillah. Again, I remind you that what the objective behind this is to get ourselves familiarized with the text of Al-Ajrumiyyah, which is the beginning text that the Arabic speaking will study in order to learn the grammar or the Arabic grammar, right? So this is the case, and I'm sure those who are studying Medina Book 1, Medina Book 2, and even some of you Medina Book 3, right? They're studying that, right? But then this is now more classic, if you want, the classical way of studying grammar. This is more classic, but then we are just familiarizing ourselves with the different words, and you will find that we'll try to do this, going through each word and bringing where it came from, and this might help you to remember the different meanings, inshallah ta'ala. I guess maybe what we can do also is scan this and put it on the website, or we can just photocopy it, and this way you will be able to get a copy of it, inshallah.
Is it stapled in the middle?